Hi guys, welcome back. Have you ever wondered what's in a CSA membership? Well, today I'm going to show you exactly what we got in our first share. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Gina. Welcome back to Tight Chip Mama. If you are new here, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join me every Monday when I talk about decluttering, budgeting, meal planning, implementing routines, and a little personal development. So today I'm going to talk to you about our CSA, or Community Supported Agriculture. We have done this for quite a few years. We took a year off, but because of quarantine, I got a little nervous about food supply, so I thought I want to definitely make sure that we can have some fresh veggies throughout the whole summer. So what exactly is a CSA? A CSA is simply your share in a farm. So you are taking on, for the cost of a membership, the upside and the downside of local farming. So the great thing is it's local. This was picked this morning and you know your farmers. So it's fresh. This is 100% organic. And this isn't a ton of stuff because we've had a bit of a bad spring for the farmers. We lost all the strawberries. So that's part of the downside. So you'll see as the weeks go on, the bounty will grow. And this is what we call a small share or a half share, because it's what my family can very easily eat in a week. We used to do a large share, and I found that I was throwing a lot of stuff away because it was actually too much for us. So prices, of course, are going to vary across the nation. But just to give you an idea, we pay $29 a week for 100% organic, and that will go for 22 weeks of the year. I go to a local place in town to pick up our box, and then I am also entitled to go up to the farm, which is about half an hour from here, and they have all sorts of things to pick in the fields. So that helps keep the prices down because you're actually performing the labor. So we will go up and pick sugar snap peas, tomatoes, herbs, edamame, what else do they have up there? Wild flowers. So I get a fresh bouquet of flowers every week as well with my share. So I really love it. In addition to that, our farmers also introduce you to other local farmers that have different things. So one year I did participate in a fruit share, and that was a lot of local apples and pears and fruit we have never even seen. So that was a really great idea. They do cheese, they do yogurt, they do pizzas, and today, as a little surprise, we got coffee from a local farmer. So that's enough for a full pat of local coffee. So what I'm gonna do tonight, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the recipes. We're definitely gonna have this salad. So this is salad greens that we usually have in our share throughout the whole summer. This is flowering Asian spinach, and you can even see these little flowers are edible. So this is something that I would stir fry up. This is Russian kale, and that is something I would probably stir fry as well, or just saute is what I really mean. But you could also eat that straight as a salad, or I could use this for my pesto. I might cut, I do half spinach and half kale sometimes for pestos. These are, I don't know if I'm saying it, pronouncing it correctly, but hirakai turnips, and you can eat the whole thing. So all of the turnip and then all of the greens, and the greens are so good and healthy for you. And lastly, today we got baby bok choy. So tonight for dinner, I am going to make chicken drumsticks with just a little bit of seasoning, and that will be broiled. We are definitely gonna eat this salad tonight because I love knowing that it was in the field this morning. And when it's so fresh, it's just a really simple dressing that I'm gonna put on top of there. It doesn't require a lot of fuss when the things are this good. And the bok choy and the turnips, you can kind of look at in the same way. You might think, how do I cook these things? Or they might be a little bit different to you. You start with the toughest part. If you're gonna just stir fry them a little bit or saute them, the hardest part is gonna take longer to cook. So I'll just chop this up, put the stems in first, let those cook down a little bit, and then finish off with the really light greens just for a few seconds at the end. One of the cool things about having a CSA is that you don't know what you're gonna get. So you don't get choices, this is what you get, and it sometimes forces you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, and we've had to Google what is an ingredient, but it makes it really fun for the family that my kids are having a new food on the same day that I am. And when people ask me, how do you get your kids to eat healthy? This is another way. Having the kids go up to the farm and pick the food themselves gets them excited to come home and try a new recipe, or we Google what can we do with this. And our farmer, Amy, she will sometimes put some recipes in there as well. So, all right, I'm gonna show you a salad dressing first, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna cook up this baby bok choy. All right, so I'm just gonna show you a simple salad dressing that I'm gonna use for tonight, and this is just nature's way of cleansing your system after a long, cold winter of hearty foods. So what's in season is typically what's also good for you that time of the year. So a really simple dressing. I'm gonna do half of a lime, the juice of half a lime. Do the juice of half of a lime. In the container, I've already put a little bit of honey and a little bit of Dijon mustard. I don't have exact measurements, I just kind of wing it. And then all we're gonna do is maybe half a teaspoon of salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay, give that a whisk. I forgot to say olive oil as well. So a little bit of olive oil in there as well. And just give it a good whisk. Lemons are something I always have on hand because for this very reason. You can make salad dressings. We used them last night on salmon. We take water with lemon to the pool. You can make desserts with it. So it's just a good fruit to pick up every single time you're at the store. And we're just going to drizzle that over, and that's it. The salad is ready. And we're going to move on to the bok choy. All right, so like I said before, the stems of the bok choy are going to take a little bit longer to cook. So you want to chop them and then try to keep them separate on your cutting board as well. So I just cut them into bite-sized pieces. There is a lot of dirt and grit in there, so you want to wash a little bit of it off. But because it is all organic, I'm not super fussy about getting all of the dirt off of the leaves. I just might give these a quick little rinse. But I believe the soil is good for you. There's lots of nutrients in the actual dirt. So I just give it a little rinse, but not too fussy about it. All right, so it's time to cook up the bok choy. I have started the sauteing with a little bit of vegetable oil because I have a ton of it, and it's on medium heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of toasted sesame oil as I cook them further along, but this can get a little pricey, so I'm only using a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna start again with the rough, thicker stems. The other ingredients I'm gonna have is some grated ginger and some soy sauce. I might go ahead and just add that right now, just to get the flavor going. And I keep the ginger in the freezer, and I just peel it and grate it as I need it. So these have been cooking for about, I'd say 3 minutes. Your vegetables should always be bright and beautiful. You don't want to cook out all the nutrients, and that's what happens when you get broccoli that's brown, because all the good stuff is gone and it's probably floating in the water that you boiled it in or something. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the greens to this, and it's just, this is so fast. Again, because it's fresh, great ingredients, you don't need a ton of stuff. Did I get all of that? Okay. And now I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of soy sauce. And a little bit of the sesame oil. And just let those cook down until those are wilted.